So, starting with the next morning, people wake up. I don't know what they do from there, but they are awake, they are alive.
Sorry, I was looking at the map for a second. Okay. That's right, because they take up the majority of land mass. Okay. Well, I will go down and get some breakfast. I will... I'll make sure to find a table that can seat the group, like the large group.
By the sound of it, we already have found a table.
Yeah, but if it's the next morning, unless
Fair enough, but I don't think most people will take it.
If I am the first one there, I will order, preemptively order waters for everyone, with the exception of those whom I know what their drink preferences are.
Okay.
Oh, she can like totally sit by the fire. Okay. Shoot, let me see what my money looks like.
I have to remember, it's basically 1 gold a day for meals and room.
Yeah, but this is a new day.
I know. And that's because it's a new day. I'm telling you, if you invest 1 gold, it will cover you through the day here.
Okay. Can we... Oh, my numlock is... There we go. Okay, I will spend a gold and get like a decent meal, something involving meat.
Probably. What time did you say you woke up? Like, okay, what time of day? Like, first thing in the morning?
Actually, considering him, what he probably would have done is woken up around 5, worked out, and then gone down to breakfast when the sun was coming up.
Given the nature of the town, the cheap meal that involves meat will be some kind of fish-based, like a fish porridge.
Okay.
If you want something other than fish, it's going to be slightly more expensive. Tack on an extra silver and get yourself some bacon or something.
I'll tack on extra silver. I probably had a lot of fish when I was younger anyway, so meh. Let's get some actual meat. There we go.
I come from the desert, so fish actually sounds great.
Oh.
For now.
As someone who has had fish porridge, no. I'm generally very receptive to food of other cultures, but the Koreans got that one wrong.
So I will not be paying extra, but I will simply eat breakfast. I'm not going to worry about food. I'll worry about food for the rest of the day if it comes to that.
Isn't it so nice just to have the illusion of an ever-changing environment?
Yeah, until Count Chocula walks into the bar and everybody's, like, well, he looks sus.
Well, that's the risk you take.
Wait a minute, isn't that the big bad evil? Wait, isn't that Vlad Impaler from 1,000 years ago? No. I am his brother.
Damn it, why do people keep saying that?
Okay.
You know, here's a question. I'm sure it's been asked before. Okay, if there is a trap that, say, launches a fireball, if I'm resistant to trap damage and the elemental damage of the damage being done, does it get quartered?
In theory, yes.
Nice.
Why is there a Mando Bulbasaur?
People, David was saying like, they should do a Mandalorian Pokemon. And I was like, really? Challenge accepted.
Mandalorian. Why does all my technology hate me tonight? Why does all my technology hate me tonight?
Because it's Jack.
Alright.
But I'll tell them that you connected to you since you did finally feel that stuff.
Oh man, she does fit.
Did you guys hear the entire exchange regarding the spider?
Something about fitting?
There was, as we came up the stairs, a spider fell from the ceiling right by the lamp while I was
Fell
unlocking.
or dropped?
And it caused Sierra to almost pee herself.
Who laughed? Who laughed?
I didn't catch to see whose chat
They're
bubble.
bad now. They're bad. They're on a bad.
I didn't catch to see whose chat bubble it was, my dear.
Everybody's bad.
Can we order owlbear cub for breakfast?
I get behind that.
Yeah, they don't sell that here. That's a bit too exotic for them.
You can get behind eating owlbear cubs.
Yeah. Mine's a familiar. It's not a
Oh, I know.
So let's put off my balls.
She's like, it'll respawn.
Well, that will have no flavor because it's not really there.
Yeah, you'll be hungry, like, still.
Okay.
So we're all just kind of eating breakfast as one big happy group.
I don't know. Are you? I just left you guys positioned to where you were last night. If you don't want to sit together, feel free to move your mini.
It's like,
Dylan's not downstairs.
Fargo.
I will-
Boom. Dylan's not downstairs.
I will awkwardly sit across from Baron.
Fargo probably would have woken up and been like, "Good morning, gents." Are we actually going to do this? Are we actually going to go through with joining this other adventuring party?
I mean, I'm fine with it. No, I'm completely fine with it. But I said, if you wish to opt out, that is entirely on you.
I suppose we should probably head down for Brekkie then. Brekkie is Australia.
Break off fast.
And
Man, head down.
since Sarah's not here, I'll stick her in the GM layer. She slept in.
And if so, we'll tip a hat at the bartender and then come over to the larger table. Are these seats taken?
Of course they are.
no, it's free.
May we join you then?
Certainly, I already ordered folks water.
Big spender.
Well, thank you, Ken.
No need for a seat for me. I prefer to stand. Thank you.
It's funny because it doesn't have legs.
Gant will do like jazz hands to
No,
Batman's like. Ta-da.
Is Ashton right there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So how did you sleep, good sir?
Well enough, especially considering, elves aren't known for sleeping.
Well, aren't you just the race of perfection? You must get a lot of things done.
No, that'll be the yokai.
What was that?
You said that'd be the yokai.
Well, I mean, if the Dragon God believe they are perfection.
That's even funnier to believe than the yokai. Although their fashion is impeccable.
Now, forgive my prying, good sir, turning to Kyoki, but I can't place your accent. Where are you from?
Well, I was born in Drakengard. It went very well. And then I found myself in the yokai kingdom for quite a little bit. My beloved stole my heart and me to a slight extent to the yokai kingdom. It's where I found this wonderful sword and these amazing clothes. So I'm from a little bit of everywhere. I've done a little bit of everything in every continent.
Fair enough.
I presume you mean every country, because it's all on one continent.
Does that mean you've been to the Mistlands?
What are those?
And does that mean you've done people in the Mistlands?
I'm about to say he's gonna look at you. He was like if you're asking if I've turned people into if you're asking if I've put people in your situation.
He didn't mean that. He meant.
I meant sex, you bloody bugger.
Oh no, I've had my bride since I was 12.
Ah.
That's
Marco's gonna lean over to Kat and be like, one of those Drakengard arranged marriages, you think?
Could be.
I'll say it was a lovely story. I was 12, she was 27. And she whisked me away on a whirlwind romance throughout the lands.
So not an arranged marriage.
Or
Arranged as in
his parents.
she arranged to take me from my home.
Considering you're a soft skin in the Drakengard, that doesn't entirely surprise me.
Yes, those scaly folks can be quite hard, quite as hard on the inside as they are on the out. They don't treat my kind well. I wonder how they would treat the rest of you. Seeing as how you all are, he'll point over to Ash, Elven and pink-haired.
It's fuchsia.
Ah.
Bless you.
And I must say, since everyone here seems to be of a different race, I must say we have an elf, we have a gonna look Baron. Like you are a
human last I checked.
You said what?
Human, last I checked.
Ah, so you're like me. Goody. And I'm gonna look over at Gant. You're like, and you are a.
I'm a Bob.
That is a wonderful race.
What are you, elf?
I'll say that is a wonderful race. And I'll
Well,
say,
I mean, it's hard to tell, honestly.
I'll say, and I'm going to look over it. I'll say, look over it. I'm gonna kind of look up and down, like, and you are a race of handicap.
Oh,
Nice shot.
great one. That's a great one.
I don't think such a thing exists.
No. He's on to me. I'm a race of handicaps.
I knew it.
And canceled.
Every week we get canceled. I think that's the new goal for every week is to get canceled. I say,
No.
and our beloved governess over here. I do not believe I asked. You look quite human.
Well, that's awfully sweet of you to say, though most people would think the pointed ears would give me away. Half elven.
Oh, I couldn't see it under the. I couldn't see it under the hair. I apologize. I guess you having the ears does explain the stunning beauty.
Getting all the attention this morning.
She's so quiet. She's so quiet. She tries to be so quiet, and if she tries to be so quiet, it almost seems like a shame to ignore her. And who does this cute little fluff ball belong to? I've been seeing it meandering around here.
I believe that's Dylan's.
Yeah, though
I imagine the fluff ball's still upstairs if Dylan is still upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, then I have to say, what fluff ball?
Oh,
You mean the
my
ca-
mistake. I have no clue.
Oh, you mean the alley? Oh, do you mean the alley cat up there on the rafters?
I'll glance up, hoping it's not a black cat.
The owl will excuse herself to go find Dylan. And by find, she means to get her ass out of bed.
Speaking of,
Speaking of, I'll go see if our dear Duchess is getting up out of bed.
The NPC excused herself, and the bard's immediately like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it too."
Who?
Okay.
The tutor just excused herself to do just that.
Oh, okay.
Which you can
You're
probably.
still free to do it. I just found it funny. It's like she excused herself to do it, and then you immediately said the exact same thing.
oh, I thought that was out of character.
No, that was her actually excusing herself.
Never mind, then I wouldn't know that.
Kyoki's gonna look over at Ash. He was like, you look. He was like, you look as if you are rather well trained, and that you've done a decent amount of dirty work in your life.
Depends on what you mean by dirty work. I spend a lot of time cleaning up other people's messes.
That seems quite dirty. So what is it that you do?
Depends on the week. Sometimes I'm hunting elementals or wraiths. Other times, rogue automaton. This week I'm apparently cleaning out haunted houses.
Ah, that should be fun. I'm not that familiar. I'm not that familiar with your group. So being able to see one of your kind in action, sounds like it will be quite the treat.
I imagine it'd be very impressive.
You know.
Yes, I would. That's impressive.
Everyone here looks so accomplished.
Well,
How drastic have all your lives been?
You don't know the half of it, good sir. You don't know the half of it.
Life has a tendency to be vivid and full of experience, whether one wants to.
Well, may the fates allow us to travel long enough for you to slip up and say something incriminating.
Did you say may the fates travel long enough for us to say something incriminating?
Well,
Yes.
Well, I won't go as far as saying anything incriminating. I will say that my life only really began with the Cobalt Soul. And no, if you're curious, I did not grow up there.
The only incriminating thing I can comment on is the thing I did with Pink Hair's mother the other night.
Oh, so you've seen her? Good. How's she been?
She's been incredibly good, and if she's anywhere as good looking and she's twice as good looking as you, which means she's got 16 abs.
My, that is a concerning amount of abs. Or is everyone here at the table as ripped as is everyone here? Are the other two of you as ripped as these two right here?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, by the face.
But you're an elf.
Fates.
You're an elf. I thought that part of your beauty was that you came equipped and born with abs.
Elves aren't exactly known for their abs.
I think you're thinking of the Goliaths.
Yeah.
Ass. Elves come equipped with ass.
Not all of them are born with
Yeah, that's very true. Some elves have quite the flat ass.
Well, obviously he is more than attractive enough to have won the attention of Miss Dillon.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys know about this Dillon woman anyway? What's she like?
She's very non-judgmental from what I've seen.
Do you not remember her from yesterday?
Oh, I do. I mean, I did meet her for the first time yesterday. So that was a thing that happened.
Bearland here has never met her, and I don't really, and we have been traveling for so long with so many different stories and such. I've never been able to tell any stories of Dylan. Unfortunately,
Dylan's rather energetic.
She seems rather, what's the term? Cocked off a rocket.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's a bit complicated to tell that particular story of personality and such. Best way I can say though is, I think most people can agree, is that there are two Dylans. One that we've all seen when she's out on adventure, and then there's Dylan, the daughter of the Duke. But it'll be fair to say, my folks.
Yeah.
That is a fair way to look at it. She's still young and impulsive and still filling out a portfolio of regrets. Whereas all of ours are likely quite full already.
Believe me, sir. There is plenty of time to keep filling your mind of regrets and dreams.
How much would it be for the getting the bacon for those of us who the room was comped?
One second.
No, services and needles.
That would be an additional 5 silver pieces.
Oh, good. That's exactly what I was budgeted for. Alrighty, I'm going to pay the 5 silver pieces and then pass a piece of bacon over my shoulder to my falcon.
That bird there, is that some kind of bonded animal or just a pet?
Jiraki? He's a... What do you mean by bonded?
Some people have more mythical connections to their animals than others.
I don't consider him and I to have a mythical connection of any sort.
Not yet, at least.
He's more helpful, does tricks and whatnot. He's a little stubborn sometimes, though.
Sometimes.
Speaking out of character, are we actually waiting for Dylan?
Well, we can't progress without her, so I do.
Well, it's more of like, is it just waiting for Sierra to come back?
Are we waiting for Sierra? Sierra's sitting here eating scallops next to me, so I don't think we're waiting for her.
Yeah, I was letting you guys finish you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I believe this conversation.
I was waiting at the breakfast table for what's supposed to come back.
Yeah. It's like we're just kind of having conversation while we're waiting for.
Well, if Sierra's actually within earshot of the mic, and if she's not, going to want to role play getting dragged out of bed, then yes, I can move her downstairs.
Yeah, people purposely tried to ignore her. To the point where she wouldn't even get up and crawl up into her bed.
How did you know which room you're in?
Oh yeah, how did she know which room I'm in?
Well, didn't you sneak back in? I thought you were dead.
No. Dylan never got back up. Once she hit the pillow, it was a wrap.
Well, given that there are only so many rooms at the inn, and most of the people have left them, and therefore the rooms are unoccupied, doesn't take that much effort to figure it out.
Oh, fair enough.
You guys occupy 7 of the 10 rooms?
Huh?
Oh, damn!
Did no one want to sleep in the same room?
Dylan was
we did.
sat up on the side of the bed and said, "Yeah, I'm up. Give me a minute." And then, if her tutor would have left, she would just grab the pillow and blanket and crawled up under the bed.
Nope, she doesn't leave. She's just standing there waiting, Normally she would help you dress yourself, but she is well aware that you are capable of doing that because she taught you how to do that, so...
Well, Dylan will still take the pillow and the blanket and attempt to climb under the bed. It's not even dark out yet.
When you go to climb under the bed, and as you get into the shadow, you fall back into the bed.
It's like, you're right, it's not dark yet, but you promised your friends you were going to go with them in the morning.
Did I?
Yes.
Yes, mother. You don't begrudgingly get up then and go like that.
I was like, I had no investment in this, but you seemed rather excited about it last night.
Yeah, and then I didn't go to bed until the ass crack of dawn, and I'm still tired.
And whose fault is that?
I blame you. You should have made sure I went to bed.
Wow, princess.
She plays this role too well.
Dylan will go ahead and get dressed, and then she's not even going to do her hair or anything. She's just going to slump down the stairs and then come up and just drag herself to the table that she sees you guys at and just sit there and then lay her head on the table. And so, I need the hair of the dog, please.
I believe I phrased it as drinks I knew people would want. Does Dalen usually get that particular form of drink in the morning?
Yeah, Dylan drinks.
Okay, then
It's okay.
And he's
then there should already
does
be one
Dylan
there.
want- I think the thing is, does Dylan want to drink? Yes.
Yes.
It's like Theala walks by and gently pats you on the head as it's on the table and your hair fixes itself.
They
Nice.
say, bon matin, Dylan. Bon matin. Glad you could finally join us, Sleeping Beauty.
It's too early, guys. Let's just go back and get a couple more hours.
What
What are you
nation?
talking about? I'm wide awake.
The early bird gets the bacon. He hands another piece of bacon back up to Jiraki.
And the early bird gets the bounty.
You gonna look over at Kiki and be like, there's some mornings where I don't mind your smiling face. And there are some mornings like today where I do.
It's the bounty.
What are you talking about? I'm not even smiling right now.
No one mentioned any bounty.
No, we're bounty hunters. She's gonna look over at your character as she sits up and takes a sip of her drink.
So, what's the...
Kiki out.
There's always someone out there who's willing to pay for someone else's company.
You would know.
She wouldn't know.
I was unaware of the whaling house as being something that could be turned in for a bounty. Unless you're saying the house is going to grow arms and start attacking people.
Well,
No.
no, not necessarily, but considering that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
No, it's not like Sierra was going to say something.
No, you're good.
But Gant will eat some of the fish porridge because it was staying. It's like, well, while that's true that there may not be a bounty yet, I do believe that the Temple of Malora would be very inclined to look favorably upon some kind-hearted folk and of strong will and strong arm of bringing back their poor acolyte and assuaging the town of this poor haunting of theirs.
No, Gats. They specifically mentioned bounties. I'm very curious to hear
I'm
about
just putting it out there, guys. For those that don't know me, like the cripple at the end of the table.
this. Well, you're a foster.
Oh, the cripple across from me. I hate government establishments. You know what I hate more than government establishments? Religious establishments. Oh, but I do like the one that had all the girls in it that do things for money. I like that religious establishment.
Do you mean the brothel?
No, I think she mean. Wait a minute. Do you mean? Okay, Gant takes a moment, thinks, is like. Do you mean the temple of that? Do you mean? Okay, there are 4 other temples out there that do that. You're gonna have to be more specific.
I don't know any other temples. I just know that there's a place out there where there's a bunch of women and they do things for money.
Oh my, that sounds quite scandalous when you put it that way.
Not really. For some people, it is a form of worship, or I don't know, job. No harm there.
And how often do you worship there?
I have never worshipped there for me.
Ah,
It's just
how
I
about
know
you,
that-
Ashen? What was that?
Oh no, thank you.
And how about you, Ashen parents? Do you worship? Do you worship in this place?
On occasion, but not in a while.
Ah,
You take what pay you can get.
say. You say you take what?
What pay you can get.
Hey,
Sometimes you need to do anything for some coin.
I'm only a lady.
Oh my. Must say, times must be rough.
I'm a lady of
I did not think you two as tabletop dancers for money.
Oh, hardly.
But I heard his title, so it doesn't count.
or so I hear.
Oh, my life is much better now, so...
Well, if I had bodies like you two, I'd probably do the same. Unfortunately, I have to go out and do slight odd jobs for money.
Bodies like which two?
Well, technically, all of you. All of you seem to be so youthful and in shape.
How much is a pound of bacon here?
Oh, pounds, jeez.
A lot. Probably like 2 gold.
Probably. I'm gonna double check, but I believe that would clock in at about 1, actually. 1 gold.
1 gold?
Yep.
Alright, go! Dylan would ask for a pound of bacon and a side of oatmeal.
Your oatmeal has fish in it.
No, oatmeal they can do.
I'm about to say, hold up.
But it's oats meal.
So what shall we do during the day? Should we go around and scope out the house, or should we ask more questions to people about this house?
I believe we were going to. I
Okay.
believe we were going to scope out the house.
Yeah, we already asked all the questions left.
Well, that's true. However, as considering it's the moon and such, we could also drop by the Temple of Melora and to figure out why they even sent their acolyte in the first place.
There's a good idea.
Should we take them back their guy? Let's get with the guy too. He's still upstairs, I think. We should probably ask him, what went down.
That's right, he didn't die. That was very beneficial.
I'm not sure if he's in much condition to talk.
Well,
If he's not dead, then he's off.
He might be better. And Kiki, you should go check on that thing you did yesterday.
Ah, the thing.
The thing.
I do like things. Uno momento.
Dylan will get up, and then she will, fluff her hair. If the bacon arrives, she's going to put it in her bra.
Actually, no, I'm just gonna walk out of the broken window that Farron went through.
Wait, what?
Where Farron was like, I'm gonna go out the door, and jumped out the door, and then he was like, oh shit, I forgot, that's a window, oops, and then he just came back in through this one.
There are no broken windows.
God damn it.
I didn't use the door, the windows and exits!
So you go outside, check your message. It does not seem to, have been updated.
Okay, has any, have anything new been posted?
Nope.
Okay. Make my way back into the table. Apparently there is no news yet. I'm certain that we will find out some way, shape, or fashion.
Do they have fruit here?
It's expensive, but they do.
It's a port city, of course they have fruit.
There was a question if the survivor was recovered by their own church or not.
As I said, he was taken back to the temple overnight.
Okay.
Dylan will ask for some fruit, like berries if they have any.
They can do like a full fruit like bowl platter type thing. It cost you about 5 silver.
She'll go ahead. She'll go ahead.
As I said, a lot of this stuff's having to be imported, so there's a cost hike on it.
And she'll take some of the berries and put it in her oatmeal, and then leave the rest on the table for whoever else wants it.
Slow down there, big spender. $1.50 on breakfast.
Well, the bacon is for later. I get kind of peckish when I get hungry.
Oh, pocket bacon.
I believe it's cleavage bacon. Given the way that she sold it.
She'll like lift down her top and I'm like, yeah, see, you can't see it. It's gone. It's magic.
Like, how far down did she pull it?
So you lift it down enough to make your point, and then Tal's hand just kind of comes up and pulls it back up without even looking.
Dylan doesn't even like respond to that. She just giggles a little bit and goes back to eating her oatmeal.
Well, since
Note to self, have the hawk go look for the bacon.
since I believe the survivor was recovered, we could go, as you said, go and talk to the temple before the house.
What fun would that be?
That sounds good.
And Ash will point out,
It's
like,
been
I'm not
such-
sure they'll tell you anything we don't already know.
No, I don't
So
want to
I'll
talk
say-
to them. I want to talk to the guy. He could have gone in the house.
Well, he did find him on the side of the road.
Yeah, but he could have gone in and then gotten out. So.
I will look over. Sir Ash, do you know which room that he is in?
According to the barkeep, he got picked up by the temple last night, so he'd be back at back with them.
Ah, well then.
Considering our sheer numbers, the
He
house
was still half delirious as of last night.
the house itself shouldn't be that much of an issue unless it truly is some form of infernal influence.
Well, I'm pretty sure whatever is in there, we can handle. What am I saying? That everyone here seems to be quite strong and quite capable. We'll just beat up whatever the problem is and exercise it from the building. I'm sure that one of you has the ability to cast out evil spirits.
And to be fair, at least half of this group looks like they are ghosts.
Who looks like they're ghosts besides Kiki?
I'm gonna point over to Ash.
Yeah, they're over on that side.
It's like, ha ha, you racist fuck.
Sorry, I could
And I'll
not
say-
read the word in common.
Hey, is
I'll
he
say,
racist? If he's part of the handicap race, they're already a minority, so he can't be a racist.
I'm gonna say Kiki's gonna look over at Ash and he's like, "Don't worry, white power." And give him a thumbs up.
We're good. Wow. And that one was recorded, right?
Yep.
I have to go on the record at this point for anyone listening in the future. I am not associated with Brian. If I run for office someday and someone places tape back, I do not endorse any racist movements.
If they run this tape back, they can very carefully edit out this part.
Mm.
Okay, good.
Oh my god, this is great. I like how you put on the hood the moment I said that.
As I put his helmet back on, yep.
She's gonna look over at Fern and said, "See, didn't I tell you? My friends were quite colorful."
For lack of a
Very.
better, he's gonna look at everyone's skin tone here and like, not really.
Anyways, I believe we have a haunt to take care of.
We do.
That is very true. Yes.
I was about to say something, but technically that'll sound even more racist than what I just said. I was about to say, let's go get us some spooks.
Damn.
because it's fun.
Just feel my future political career just every time Brian opens it.
Push come to shove, you can always run with me.
That's a sure win.
We'll be the first Republican Democratic to.
And Brian, you're more than definitely likely to get booted.
You can run as the first Republican president with a Democratic vice president.
No, that happened plenty in the back old days, but that's beside the point.
Okay, getting back onto the subject.
Yes.
So, when do we want to tackle this house?
Let's do it now. Like, if you guys look back over, Dylan's head's back on the table. I'm fading quickly.
I think
Can someone with muscles pick her up, please?
Can I nod to Jiraki to go fly over and like grip her hair and pull her up by her hair so she's sitting upright?
He can certainly fly over and make a grip. He's definitely going to have to make a check to pull her upright, though.
Well, only if she's resisting.
Yeah, if he's
Even if she's not resisting, you know, her head has more weight than a falcon is normally messing with.
I don't know. Some of them pick up like little puppies.
Yeah, but those falcons don't have a strength of 5.
Okay, I'm rolling the dice. The dice code is a 14.
Minus 3 from his strength is an 11. So it's not enough to pull her head upright, but he is pulling on her hair, and her head does come up a little bit.
I will then reach back. Oh, wait, no. I got a special spell for that since he's touching me.
You hurt my falcon.
And the bird explodes. She has a lot of spells. I'm curious which one she's thinking of.
I'm very curious as well. Again, all the technology is like not working tonight. Oh wait, hold on. Just bring your laptop in here.
Oh yeah, I knew something was happening because I'm like suddenly all the names just went flying all over the place. The only person who heard technical difficulties.
No. I heard a voice.
They can't hear you, Sierra. She's cursing because she's having testicular.
So noted.
Testicular?
Ah, gotcha.
Like testicular, but it's for women. She's having a booby bad problem.
Has anyone seen Biohunter? I bet it's like that. No, am I the only one?
Pretty much.
Come on, Brian. At least you.
You said, no, I didn't hear what you said.
Biohunter?
Yes.
Is Sierra having a Biohunter issue?
I hope not.
Well, at least you get what I'm talking about, so thank you.
I'm like,
Well, she's in the roll 20 now, so that's progress.
at least if she was, she'd be very well animated.
True.
Again, if you kill my falcon, I'm gonna be mad. It wasn't doing damage.
Yeah, say that after somebody pulls your hair. See how it feels.
And with talons.
Or a beak, one or the other.
Okay.
But I'm going to start making my way out the door to start taking in some sunlight.
Okay.
I'm going to motivate Dalen by slowly moving her alcohol away from her.
Well, in this time, since she has not pulled up the spell, can I just recall my falcon?
No, she's asking a question.
Young dragon skeleton is typing.
Did you get my response here, or do I gotta...
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that went through.
Plus my charisma bonus, right?
Hang on.
That's the dice roll.
It's 3d6 plus charisma plus your plus 3.
Waiting for that crit fail.
Charisma's 5,
Yep. So 3d6 plus 8.
so 19.
That's enough to hit. Roll me 2d8, Sierra.
You said roll what?
2d8.
Did you let me roll it? You're too kind.
Okay, not Kyoki, the bird takes 11 damage. Lightning.
Oof.
As she kind of reaches up and, puts her hand on it and electricity flies into it.
Ooh.
That was uncalled for.
It pulled my hair. It is definitely not enough.
It didn't hurt you.
It's the principle of the matter. I don't go around pulling on your hair. It shouldn't go around pulling on my hair. You don't poke a bear. Or in this case, you're right.
Yes, Dylan is rather incorrigible when it comes to the morning. Come on, let's get her doing some kind of extra. Let's get her walking or something that usually gets her at least.
Yeah, Dylan looks pained when you guys go, let's go.
Come on.
I still get up because we said let's do this. But you guys can tell that Dylan is just like, no, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready.
Don't worry, it'll be fun. I promise.
Your type of fun and my type of fun are two different things.
We can't always drink and live a life of debauchery.
Speak for yourself.
I do not live a life of debauchery. She'll pull out a little book, flip through the pages, scroll down, put the little book away, and be like, I do not live a life of debauchery.
Gant will gesture to the tavern door. Then show us, May Shaw. Show us the goody two shoes that I've come to know. Show us Dylan, the Goblin Killer.
You said the goblin killer.
That Dylan doesn't wake up until 1.
This to me sounds more like Dylan the Wine Princess.
They're one and the same.
Not a princess.
You're right.
Yes, let's finally all get out of this damn.
As we're leaving, I will comment to Dylan. You're right, Dylan. Your friends are rather wily.
I told you.
Alright. Finally getting out of the tavern.
Woo! Outside, we have an emergency food supply, guys.
Yeah.
You're referring to my bird. Would sooner cut your throat.
Many have tried. None have succeeded. I love my bird.
Ah! Attack my bird.
Alright.
I would volunteer to go get it.
Now
You
I
hurt
don't
my
want
bird.
it. Cool, it's always gone.
The house in question is located roughly 4 miles up the coast and accessible by an old road. At an average travel pace, that will be a little over an hour of transit. The road to the house winds through the rocky coastal terrain, offering a view of the sea below. Low clouds press upon you as they hang down, occasional patches of sunlight peering out over the water. A good stiff wind blows in off the waves, carrying the briny stink of churning salt water.
Ooh.
As the GM flips us to the correct map. As you approach the house, you see that the decrepit house sits on the highest ground in the area. Around it, a stone wall has crumbled in many places, exposing the interior grounds. An ornate metal gate lies open at the end of the road, swaying lightly in the breeze. Wild flora grows around the inner yard, but all the years cannot hide the evidence of a well-tended garden that had once been here. Near the house, the rotted wooden roof of a water well rises out from the tall grass. The house itself stands roughly 35 feet tall from ground level, and while it was a fine gabled roof, it now sports many holes where the slate and shingles have gone missing.
Does anyone else think this place looks like a piece of shit?
Well, I mean, they did say it was abandoned some time ago.
What's the diameter of the house?
I believe that's diameter for those, unless you speak
No,
the king's English.
diameter is it? This is where people die.
What's the radius of death here?
Well, the diameter is 60.
Dylan's gonna she's gonna sit down all casually, and she's gonna put her owlbear in her lap, and she's going to make an echo, and I can act through my echo, right?
I don't know if you're high enough. I don't know if you're high enough level for that.
I thought I could.
Well, why don't we look at your echo and find out?
You don't have level. You don't have level. Hey, hey.
You can attack with your echo. That's it at this point.
Yeah, but I can see through its eyes, right?
Let's
So I
see.
want to say that's what I thought I had on the sheet. That if I won't be aware of anything going around me, but I can see everything going around.
On your turn, you can mentally command it to move 30 feet in any direction. If it is more than 30 feet from you at the end of your turn, it is destroyed. You can swap places with it. You can attack through it. You can take opportunity attacks with it. Yeah, you're not high enough level yet to get the see-through.
Oh, I thought I was. That's fine.
I'm not seeing it on here anyway. Since I'm pretty sure that's a higher level thing.
That's okay. I thought I had it on my sheet.
Okay.
Well, you're here, now what? Got tall grass, got a well, got a crappy building.
I'm gonna go and look at the well. Is it dried? Is it looking down? Does it look like that there's any kind of secret linking passage, like an escape route?
It would help if I had my GM control sheet open so I could see what your perceptions were. Passive perception.
I can certainly roll perception if you like.
Yeah, well, I'm supposed to go off your passive. So, unless you actively tell me you're wanting to look hard. With your passive perception, you will notice a small cluster of mammal remains in the tall grass surrounding the well. Mice, squirrels, and the like.
Okay.
As you approach and stare down, you're able to see that it descends roughly 20 feet and seems to still contain clean water.
Okay.
Anything interesting?
Just water.
I'd say with your dark vision, you're not able to make out much detail beyond that.
Good job, Keisha.
As it is dark and in the well.
What is this over here?
That is a lantern that is stuck to the side of the house.
You said a lectern?
Lantern.
Lantern. Okay.
I say those are lanterns that are intended to illuminate the outside.
You know what?
Argo's rolling around over to that. This is a window or a door next to it?
That is a door.
Margot is rolling around over towards the door. No harm, no foul. Might as well barrel on forward.
I would hesitate to go straight in. Is anyone more proficient in finding traps and such?
Let me check.
What is a trap finding roll? Just perception?
Investigation.
Ooh, investigation. That's even worse.
Let me check. I have a +7.
Well, I think I'm checking over the well right now, so I can't really.
Well, I've told you everything I can until you introduce a light source or something. That's
Oh no,
in terms about the well.
Oh no, I get that, but
Yeah.
I figured this isn't happening in sequential order,
Yeah.
is it?
Don't know if he waited for you to finish with the well or not.
Yeah, I'll say, I have a +7 investigation. How about the rest of you?
For investigation, I have a 2. Not very investigative. However, when it comes to disarming traps, I'm your man. All you have to do is point them out to me.
Anyone else have anything better than +7?
You sound pretty good to me.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that means nobody else.
Correct.
Let me look at my sheet. I'm gonna go back to my room.
Yeah, you said this before, right?
Yeah, then I have to bring everything out here, and then I'll have to take everything back. I'm not working that back. You're as lazy.
I say investigation is intelligence based, if I remember correctly.
Usually.
So, yeah. gonna assume her character is not very intelligence based.
Well, she's not unintelligent.
Except in English.
I'd say she has 14 intelligence, so she's not stupid.
Okay. Which means the chances are I'm probably the person with the highest one here. Alright. Okay, just gonna go ahead and roll it.
Not counting NPCs anyway, yeah.
Who's the dumbest? Dare I ask?
No. But if you want me to set them off, I can set them off for you.
That's 19.
Investigating the door, you do not notice any traps.
Seems legit.
Well then, my creepy friend, after you. You spot anything with the tablet?
Very well. Of all people, I'm not exactly that afraid of ghosts.
Well, I am not afraid of ghosts either.
I'll step foot in the house.
I
Door's
am
locked.
afraid of cactus, though.
No, the door's locked. I can, I will, that I can handle.
I will walk back out the door. The door's locked. I walked in, but it told me it was locked, so I had to leave.
I just realized I have line of sight on Brian's ball. Oh.
Yes, everyone has. There are several characters where you'll have line of sight that you shouldn't have because these people are notoriously not at their computers. So I had to make sure everybody could control their mini.
So.
However,
Yes.
in this particular instance, it allows you to see what your scout's doing. But I will fix that.
I will, I guess, a Thieves' Tools roll to unlock the door.
Yes, that would be a thieves' tools.
Oh yeah, sorry, I do have those. Yeah, you better than that. Go for it.
Thieves, what?
Where's the thistle? I'm gonna get turned into a man.
Dex based. Ooh, yeah. So I earned a stunt point.
One whole stunt point. All right.
So what do you do for Thieves' Tools? That's just a dex-based roll?
Dex plus proficiency if you're proficient.
Okay.
Sometimes it might be a different stat, but usually it's Dex.
Okay.
I think your laptop infected mine, Nat.
I don't think so.
Pretty certain.
Well, neither one of you really take care of your computers.
My computer is taken care of quite fine, thank you.
Okay.
The updates that are the issue.
So yeah, I rolled a total of an 11.
I can see now.
After my bonuses.
11 is not enough to unlock the door. However, actually it might be. Let me double check something, because I got house rules. Here.
If not, I can get it open.
No, here we go. Falls under... As you have missed the check by less than 3, you could succeed, but with a consequence.
Ooh, consequence.
Consider it the equivalent of rolling threat.
Can I just take another shot at it?
You can, but the difficulty will be higher.
You want me to try?
That's what I said.
No. I'm pretty sure if I make it... I rolled a 5 on my dice. I'm pretty sure I can beat a 5. I came very close to crit failing here. So...
Okay. You may make another attempt at a very small difficulty spike.
That's a good sign.
I have the monkeys.
Didn't you see?
So a 19.
19 is enough to unlock the door, even with the damage you did to the lock.
Okay, nice.
All I had was some scallops. We didn't have anything to go with it.
Again, you
just
could
use
have made
seafood
rice.
myself.
It would have taken 5 minutes.
We have mostly meats, no sides here.
We have rice.
I didn't feel like making rice, Matt. It's a lot of effort.
Sorry about that.
The door. That's it. The
my-
door is open.
Mhm. I've not had a good crack of the lock in a hot minute. Cat doesn't typically let me.
I feel like there's a joke
He's,
there, but
he's,
I'll leave it
he's
alone.
looking at Kyoki and putting his finger to his lips after he puts his thieves tools away.
Don't worry. I must say, don't worry. I know how that goes. People always think the worst of you when you do a handful of sketchy things.
So,
Well, it's a good thing that those people don't matter.
so I
Hey
see.
guys, it was unlocked.
Really?
Ah,
Yes, it was unlocked. That's why he needed those lockpicks.
Yeah, like we're all standing right here.
I will close my eyes for a moment. And it's neat actually having this ability.
You should probably work on your sleight of hand, I'll say, Mr. Balan.
And walking.
There is an undead within 15 feet of you.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, goddamn. Okay.
I believe that's how that works.
If this is like the episode of Walking Dead, then it might be in the well.
Okay. No, I think the player thinks he knows what's going on. But, okay,
Are you going to?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, you detect an undead within 15 feet ahead in front of you.
Okay. Okay, yup.
That's exactly what I thought you detected. Out of character. In character, Margo has no idea what you detected.
I'll say, I'm just going to continue walking in.
You're Oath of
Yeah.
Ancients, right?
I feel off.
Yeah.
Roll.
Yeah,
Rolling
yep,
behind
those are
you.
the ancients.
I thought that affected what you could detect with that.
I didn't think so. I might be wrong, though.
'Cause I could be wrong, but I thought it let you also detect like Fae and stuff.
Be careful, Kyoki. I am...
Okay, it's your turn that you can use on the thing. That's what I was thinking.
I'm sensing some undeath in the area.
Oh, goody. You'll see a slight shuffle underneath. I'll say underneath his giant arm robe.
You're touching yourself. That's weird.
For him, it's not, surprisingly.
This will be fun. There might be something to equalize in here.
Well, of course there's stuff to equalize in here. So we're here.
I'm going to underneath my giant robe sleeve. My wakizashi will like slide out of its slide down into my hand, so that it just looks like a tiny blade sticking out from the sleeve.
You do that.
And I'm going to investigate. I'll say, will that be investigation or perception as I walk through?
In this case, it would be a perception to look around you as you enter the the hall there.
Okay. Take 5. Oh, you piece of shit. Okay.
Ooh, doubles.
So in this instance, exploration stunts would be the most applicable, but roleplay stunts would probably work as well, if you can come up with a good excuse for them.
I flirt with the house, says the bard.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The power dice is how many sun points you generate, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Your perception is great.
That's fucking amazing, isn't it?
Well, because your eyes are squinted.
Yeah, so maybe if you opened your eyes, you'd perceive better.
Possibly.
Fargo's is following right behind Kyoki.
Are you going to spend any of those stunt points, or?
Let me look at these sun points. Again. Exploration.
I'm going to reset roll 20 because I can't get rid of the fact that I looked at my roll like 12 minutes ago.
Can I hear what we found before I decide whether I'm spending my stuff points?
Not normally. Like, normally stunt points have to be spent at the time of the roll.
Some of these do specifically state that I can wait till the DM describes what you found, if relevant, before you choose your position for, like, advantage.
That's advantageous position. You still have to tell me you're using advantageous position, but then you get to determine where you're standing. After I tell you what's happening.
Then under discover more information about your surroundings or the object of your test. Bonus test. Different skill for the first thing. No, I don't want to do that.
I say you don't have to.
If I use object of my attention, is that a +1 bonus to all examining the house?
That'll be so long as you're in this hallway area. So with the way the map is designed, that would be this hallway and the foyer, as that is all connected. But the second you go into a different room, you are no longer in the same venue. Oh, hang on. Let me double check this. You receive further test examined perceived of your test until the time or venue changes. I'll give you the +1 for the first floor.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay. So yeah, any additional perception or investigation checks you make while on the first floor will be at a +1.
Okay, thank you.
Alright.
There's a hallway to the left, and there's a room to the right.
That's it. As you enter this hallway, it looks dingy and dirty and banged up. Doesn't appear to have been inhabited in a long time. To your right is Area 9, which is the kitchen. It is dirty and damp with patches of gray mold and cobwebs on the floor, walls, and ceiling. In the southwest corner is some iron cooking equipment with a chimney above it. Next to it, under the window, is a cracked and discolored stone sink. To the right of the sink is a small closed wooden cupboard fixed to the wall about 5 feet above floor level. Against the far wall is a flight of wooden stairs leading upward from west to east. The woodwork of the staircase is decayed, and a few of the treads are missing. To your left, down the hall, you can barely make out in the dim light for most of you, because there is no lighting inside the house except for what's coming in through the windows. In the dim light, you can make out what appears to probably be some form of entrance hall.
Question.
Yes?
Can I pull out my lantern?
You may pull out and light your lantern, yes.
And hang it from the back of my... Well, hang...
Yeah, you can have a hook on your chair for that.
Okay, cool.
That is a what type of lantern?
A hooded lantern.
Okay, so 30 by 30. Give me a minute to update you as a light source on this map.
I will cast light.
Okay, how much light is that going to make?
I think about the same as your lantern.
Oh,
Yeah, about 10 feet.
Oh, less than your lantern. Then. Okay.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I can make light to an object no larger than 2 feet.
I'm about to say, yeah. As I recall, you just stick it. You tap something and it glows in the dark.
All right, I will tap the wheelchair. I'll ask permission.
that's going to be...
That's just gonna be redundant since he just lit his lantern.
Okay.
So yes, Fargo now counts as a light source, so those of you who do not have dark vision should be affected by that.
Okay.
At which point, yes, you see what appears to probably be an entryway, the foyer or entry hall at the far end of that hallway.
Intriguing.
You gonna go any further in there, Dalen?
Yep. Pretty much. Yeah.
Hey, Smiley, you going to move forward?
Of course. I had to wait for my roll 20 to pop up. Anyway.
Gant, are you waiting outside or are you going in?
Going in.
I didn't see your mini moving, so I thought I'd ask.
Following the rear.
Do folks want to continue down the eerie hallway or go into the loft room?
Oh, the eerie hallway.
Of course.
I will reach inside my ball and pull out a magical piece of bacon. I will break it in half and give it to my owlbear that's sitting on my shoulder.
Okay. You feed it some titty bacon as they enter the entrance hall.
Dun, 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 dun.
In the entrance hall, you can see where the front door would open onto a musty and dirty entrance hall. From the direction you're coming, on your right, a corridor leads into the west wing of the house. The walls are bare and bits of smashed furniture lie upon the floor. Behind you, the corridor leads towards the rear of the house. A staircase on the eastern wall climbs to the next story, reaching it at a balcony that overlooks the entrance along its north and west side. The stairs appear safe to climb, though the balcony rail itself is broken in several places. And under the stairs at the north end of the hall, you can see a third corridor. So, corridor and corridor.
So let's search the first floor before we move up.
Dalen, what about the room next to you?
Alright, I'll peek in.
Do we want to split up?
No, never split the party.
Who goes with Daphne?
That was in dangerous situations.
That's in any situation.
I tend to agree with her.
Thank you, Dan. At least somebody here is smart.
It's daylight. Of course, there's not going to be any ghosts in the ticket.
I feel like you haven't traveled much. If so, you would know that's not true.
There's an entire class. They're called noon rates.
And I believe our dear Farron here can vouch for the fact that rooms, day or night or evening, will always have ghosts.
Ghosts and ghouls, so not.
Okay. Well then.
Indeed.
I will go this way.
We just said we weren't splitting the party.
We're not splitting. You said you were looking
He's
on
at the
there.
head.
Okay, Dylan said she was opening a door. Is that the one to your left or your right?
Can I just reach out and open both of them and push them open? Two-fist it?
I don't believe the doors are positioned for that. Let me...
That's also assuming-
Yeah, no, they're not positioned quite close enough for that.
Okay, that's fair enough. Then I will do the one to the left, but I will have somebody else do the one to the right, so that way we open them both at the same time on the count of 3.
Well, it appears Fargo would be the closest for that,
Okay.
based on where your minis are currently.
Fargo's gonna look back at her and be like, as you wish.
Alright, Count of 3.
7, 8.
Cool. Ha ha. 3.
Okay. Dylan's door opens into what would appear to be a dining room. At one time, a long table stood at the center of this room. Now it lies broken on the floor. A broken chair sits against the wall between the windows, and there is a heap of broken dishes scattered about the northwest corner. Fargo's room. You spy 2 stuffed armchairs which stand near the fireplace of this room. The covers of both have been torn and the stuffing has been pulled out and scattered about the room, but the wooden frames themselves are intact. A broken table lies on the floor near the north wall. And let me double check your passive perception. 14. Okay. In addition, you notice that there appears to be something odd about the stonework of the chimney by the fireplace.
I assume it's an investigation to get more on that, not a perception.
Yes. And you would also have to enter the room, obviously.
Is Kyoki moving forward while we're doing this?
No, I'm standing still until you're done.
Well, I've lived a good life. He rolls into the room.
Be careful.
There's the door. Right there.
Right there. Yeah. Fireplace is right here.
Point to the room.
As he screams out in horror.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Alrighty, and I imagine the light just went out.
Right, well, let me double check. I think, yes, I can do this. I can delete the door under the assumption that you didn't close it.
Yeah, I did not close it.
At which point, light should be pouring out. However, half of you have dark vision, so it's not necessary. The other half.
Yeah, I do not have dark vision.
Yeah, you're one of the few that did not.
That's surprising.
I am part of the dragon bloodline, but I do not have any benefits besides the fact that I am more adorable.
So you're more along the lines of dragon tales, dragons.
Yeah.
Well, Dragonborn don't get dark vision either, remember? Because Kriv's always bitching about that in the other game.
Oh yeah.
You'll have to actually be in front of the fireplace to examine it.
It's a trap!
Okay. I will move to in front of the fireplace.
I'd say, because it's in the stonework in the front of the fireplace, so you would not be able to see it, get to it from the side to examine it. And remember, you're +1.
It's a total of 10. My rolls are not rolling very well today.
Okay, you can either...
Wait, you said I could use perception on this, right?
This is a perception, not an investigation, correct.
Okay, cool. Then it's a 12.
Okay, 12 is enough. You find that there is a stone out of place on the chimney. It was set in there somewhat haphazardly and hastily.
Huh. Trying to make sure I'm doing this in Fargo and not one of my other characters. Because Thomas would be very suspicious of that. Fargo would probably just move the stone.
Oh.
Take it out.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Rip Fargo. Okay, I'm gonna take the stone out.
Okay. You slide the stone out. Okay. Sliding stone out. Inside you find a wooden box.
Interesting. Baron did introduce himself as the librarian, yes?
Mhm.
Hey, can the librarian come in here for a sec?
Sure. Excuse me, Ash and Dalen. Oh, there's the door. Oh, what'd you find?
I'm going to hand him the wooden box.
As you are handing him the wooden box,
The box contains the devil!
you get a sense that something's off as he's passing you the box, and you look over as something seems to be climbing out of the fireplace. Many small, skittery somethings. A swarm of fucking spiders!
Ah! Dylan's only slightly terrified of spiders.
They start climbing all over towards Fargo in an attempt to bite. However, they rolled faux shit and missed even his low AC.
Spiders can't even get people in wheelchairs.
But
Can I have to roll? Can I roll backwards to get away from them?
they have surprise, so you do not get a turn yet. Let's see, is there anything they can do with 2 stunt points? They will rapidly reload. No.
Gotta reload the spinnerets.
Okay, Google. Are horses afraid of spiders?
Okay, it has to be a successful attack roll, so they do not generate the stunt points.
Apparently horses are afraid of spiders.
Okay.
Well, our centaurs is afraid of spiders, is that?
I wouldn't think so.
People and horses are afraid of spiders. Ergo, centaurs should be afraid of spiders.
They can be.
You're doubly afraid of them.
They can be afraid of spiders, but that's up to you, my dude.
Oh god.
A spiders! Legion of spiders!
Do we hear them scream from the room?
I don't know, do you scream?
They didn't attack me, so...
Well, I mean, they tried to attack you. They came pouring out towards you. They just whiffed.
I'm not gonna scream.
That's
I'm
a...
gonna freak out and be like, fuck, back.
Your passive... I will consult your passive perception. As he is not screaming, but he is being loud. DC of that, so everyone is able to hear.
Okay,
I will point out it is a swarm of spiders. A swarm of spiders is big enough to fill a 5-foot square of spiders. So that's a lot of spiders.
Wait, so it's a 5, so it's filling up a full square?
It's filling up most of the square as they come pouring out.
Oh, so more is coming out.
Yes, they will spend the entire surprise round, after their whiff pouring out, trying to
Consolidate.
Okay, that's cool. I will then let everybody know to stand back. I have an easy way to kill spiders. Initiative.
So yes, anybody who wishes to participate in the pest control may roll initiative.
Of 13. 25.
Initiative is 3d6 plus initiative.
Yeah, plus your initiative modifier, yeah.
This will be fun.
Let's see what we get. We'll do a quick flood.
Forgot to put these on earlier.
Huh.
Somebody make sure that the princess doesn't have to deal with these.
I'm not the one who's afraid of spiders.
For once.
No, I just was a little surprised by them, all.
Plus, I have a quick bottle of raid that will totally get rid of them in one hit. Just nobody
I'm talking
flinch.
about fireball because it just came out of fire.
No, they came out of a fireplace. The fireplace isn't lit.
In your face. And plus, don't worry, it won't hurt you guys.
I will point out, though, you're inside, so call lightning will not work.
No, I wasn't going to use call lightning. I was going to use exactly what Brian was thinking, fireball.
So, you're going to use a 20-foot radius in a...
I didn't ask how big the area is. I said I asked fireball.
Oh, I see.
Don't worry. What matters is that the party would be okay.
Well,
With Sarah in Mark mode, I have reached my limit, so I am good.
Well, they automatically make their save. That means they only take half damage.
Oh. I thought they were immune.
That's if you were a wizard.
Oh, well, damn. I tried, guys.
Yeah, I still think that should be reversed.
Well, so do I, but she didn't dip into wizard. She's not going to dip into wizard. So, yeah. Alright, top of the initiative. Top of the initiative is Kyoki. You hear somebody cursing rather emphatically from back in the hallway somewhere, one of the rooms.
I will turn around, casually walk back, peek my head in the room. It's like, is everything okay?
You see spiders pouring out of the fireplace and trying to swarm over Fargo and moving towards Farron.
Oh, fucking spiders, don't worry about it. Fuckers.
That does seem fair.
At least you're not on fire.
Must say, Farron, are you alright with these spiders?
Oh, I should be fine. Yeah.
Very well then. Carry on. I'm going to...
They're regular spiders, right? They look like regular spiders.
Do you have enough movement to go back and forth like that?
How many X's are these?
These are normal 5-foot squares.
So I was right here. So 1, 2, 3 is 15. Yeah.
Okay.
I have 40 feet of movement.
Alright,
So.
just check.
Okay. I am going to give a thorough investigation of these stairs. For my turn.
You can make me a skill check if you wish.
Alright. I really got much else to do.
Okay. Ash is gonna hold.
Everyone piling into a room in order to beat the shit out of spiders seems kind of silly.
Farron!
Okay.
It's you versus the swarm! Swarm!
The swarm. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do, because again, these are like regular spiders, right?
Yes, they're just a crap ton of, mixed-sized spiders.
Okay. In which case, I will be, brushing them off, stopping them, trying to get rid of them. I take it that would be, like, an actual attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course.
Well, the 8 obviously misses. 14 totally hits them.
Okay. So I'll just be
That's 4
trained.
bludgeoning.
Yep.
Thank you.
I was really trying to get off the chair and
Gash, your turn.
I don't know if I can see much or even like.
You hear the cursing and the sounds of struggle, but you don't see anything without going into the room.
There's so many of these things.
However, you are able to move past the your party members. They do count as difficult terrain, though.
Perfectly fine. Where would the door be?
Let me click off. Door is right here. So next to David's character.
Before we all go charging in, should we all be in there or?
I wasn't going in there.
I have no idea what's going on other than them, you know.
He's calling down the hallway like stage shouting, so it's a little easier. What in God's name? One of the God's names are y'all find down there?
There's a couple of spiders. It's totally okay. I think we have this handled.
Duly noted. Is there a door behind you or blocking the view back here?
No, the kitchen is wide open.
Oh, because I can't see it.
Oh, there's a bit of a wall.
Let me check the lighting area. There may have been a door that. Yeah, there's no door there.
Yeah.
There's no light.
Actually, yeah, there. Oh, fair enough.
So you may not be able to see because of the lack of light.
Gant will just turn around towards the kitchen.
Actually, knowing that you people are blind, Ash probably would have counted himself as a light source. So, guess he can do that. 20. Better? Okay.
Thank you.
It's like the pommel on his sword is glowing.
Alright. He'll turn around and use the bonus action to summon a sword. Boom. And we'll just hold his action to see if anything attacks him at least.
Alright.
Essentially, he's guarding the back.
Alright. That brings us to Fargo.
Okay. Definitely don't have to go. Okay. So, it's a whole ass load of spiders.
Yep.
Is it considered disengaging to roll back like that?
If you are trying to get out of their reach, then yes, that would be a disengage. Which for you is a bonus action because you're a rogue.
Yeah. But I'm not trying to get out of their reach. I'm just trying to get out of their hex.
Well, if you're just trying to get out of their hex, but not out of their reach, then it's not a disengage.
Okay.
It's only a disengage if you're trying to actually get out of their attack range.
Okay. Yes. Getting out of their hex. As I get out of the hex, I'm going to take my extra flask of oil and dump oil all over the floor.
Okay.
I assume that's my action.
Yes.
As far as I can tell, I do not have any action to light said oil. Because I do not believe that I can make a cantrip as a bonus action. But I will. Do I recall? I don't recall what's her face being a sorceress, so I don't know that she has magic.
Who, Dylan?
Who, me? Dylan? Yeah. Dylan's been pretending to be a sorceress before Jack died.
Okay, well then. Fuck, I can give away my identity. Oh, shit. The princess happens to have any small flame. The spiders are well oiled.
What makes you think I have flame?
Especially small ones.
You're an elf. You might be training magic. I didn't know.
I'm not an elf, though.
Well, half.
Well, half.
Oh, I just assumed you were an elf. I mean...
So the horns didn't give it away?
I just thought you were an ugly one.
Hello, my human friends.
Fellow humans, human fellas.
Right.
Ah,
She technically is part human.
But,
Kind of.
no, he exactly. I said, I just assumed you were an elf, considering that you are almost part of the hierarchy that exists here in this country.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I can explain it to you. When I say that, you know, I'm only attached to my dad by blood, that's about it.
You do have a tag-along, which would suggest otherwise.
She is to make sure that I don't embarrass him. There's a difference.
Which means that you're attached to your father by more than blood.
Well, no, it's blood only. I don't get the title. This is just to make sure that I don't fuck up his
don't kill them spiders yet.
I was about to say, I'm going to put a cap on the number of words we can do, and advance to Dylan's turn. If you wish to continue this conversation, fine, but I'm going to Dylan's turn now.
If I hit it with lightning, will that strike it and make it fire, since lightning oftentimes sets things on fire?
I will give it a % chance, because by the rules it has to be fire damage to ignite the oil, but yeah.
Okay. Well then...
Yes, to be fire damage?
Yeah, it has to be fire damage. Rules as written, it has to be fire damage. But lightning, can cause fires, which is why I'll give it a % chance of igniting the oil if she chooses to use lightning instead.
I was wondering, because Matt's idea was that next turn I was planning to use transmutation to light it.
I don't think that's how transmutation works.
Transmutation does say I can light a candle, torch, or a small campfire.
Which would imply it creates some sort of spark.
To light oil.
Transmutation. That's on your sheet, right?
It should be. I'm looking at it on my spellbook, so.
Yeah, I don't see a spell called transmutation.
Sorry.
Prestidigitation? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's entirely different.
That's a very big difference.
It's of the school of transmutation.
You can create one of the following effects. You can create instantaneous, small, harmless sensory effect. You can instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. The phrasing "harmless" is the part that makes that a sticking point, but.
Well, harmless is on the other bullet.
Let me refer to the player's handbook, because the Roll20 version does not have bullets.
Okay. While you're doing that...
I'm still waiting for her to do whatever her lightning or whatever.
I need to hit the restroom.
Ow.
And I figured...
Go pee!
And I figured if you're looking stuff up... Yeah?
Do you need help with that?
Could you hold my hand?
I don't even know why I'm bothered. I always have such a difficult time. And where is I?
Prestidigitation.
Minus 5. Damage is...
Alright. It's not designed to do that, but I will give it a reasonable % chance of igniting the oil, if you go that route.
Fair enough. Thank you.
I rolled it at level 2.
Okay, so it was 19 to hit, 5 stunt points. Are you spending any... this is... What spell is this?
Shit. Damn it, hold on. Witch bolt.
Okay, Witch Bolt. So you're doing your Sith Lightning.
And that's like
You will have to move from that spot to do that.
Yeah. I'm moving.
I say you actually have to get into the room to see them.
Yeah, I was moving.
Okay.
I just rolled first, and then I was trying to find a handout that I was having some difficulty.
And you've generated a bunch of stunt points.
It's under handouts, right?
Stunt points?
It's under house rules.
Yeah, it's like stunt points are under house rules.
House rules.
The last one.
I think there's actually an entire section on spell stunt points.
The last
Yes, spell stunt points.
Let's see, I have 5.
You can cast it for free if you want to do.
But the spell? Well, no, it remains in effect regardless. Alright, imposing spell.
Did you cast something else? Because it only costs you 2 mana to cast that unless you upcast it.
Yeah, I upcast it. I said I cast it at level 2.
Which would be 3 mana.
Is it 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I took 5. I don't know why.
Because you generated 5 stunt points would be my guess.
Oh, okay. Well, let me add 2 back. Yeah, but I will use an imposing spell.
Which?
They tried to come after me.
Until the beginning of your next turn, when anyone attempting to make an attack against you must make a saving throw. Okay. Anything you'd like to do with your bonus action?
Nay.
Alright. And apparently they still like Fargo.
The fun that they still like Fargo. It didn't catch fire?
I will roll for that in a second.
Okay.
He'll roll that after they're on Fargo. Then.
No, I'm including that in part of my macro here. Or, actually, no. Sierra, just roll me a percentile.
Okay.
So much better.
You know what I could give for you right now?
Okay, that is not enough to.
Dog?
That is not enough to catch it on fire with the lightning.
Corn dog.
I tried so hard.
And got so far?
Close, but not quite high enough. I mean, you got a crap ton of hero points if you want to re-roll it or something.
No. I'm not gonna waste our hero points.
Okay, I mean, you guys got 7.
Yeah, but I feel like it should be like
Oh, wait, hang on, I gotta re-roll that.
something worthy of it. I don't.
They no longer have advantage. Big whiff! Kyoki?
Okay.
They are definitely stairs.
I hear a lot of commotion in there. Is everyone okay?
Everyone is fine.
We're about to fry up some spiders. Would you like some?
I believe my rations will last me quite some time if need be. Let's see. I'm going to... Investigate this hallway. And check this door right here.
Which door?
There's a door right here.
No, the door is here and here. That's a window.
No, don't pull a Farron!
Alright, looking outside, what do I see?
The yard that you guys walked through to get in here.
Okay, goody. No, screw it. That's not very intriguing. Can I see that? Let's see. Screw it. I don't really have much of anything else to do.
Alright.
I'll say bonus action, go over here.
Can you move as a bonus action?
I believe I have dash as a bonus action.
So you might with Duelist, I don't know.
No, I can't. You're right.
So I remember you could dodge as a bonus action.
Yeah, I can disengage and dodge.
Alright.
I will just casually look out the window. It's like, that is such a beautiful sight.
What's a rustic architecture?
Alright, Karen. There are many dead spiders before you as she gives them unlimited power, but
okay.
There are still some moving.
Okay, are they on fire?
No, they did not. It did not ignite.
Okay.
It might next turn if they live that long, but they did not ignite this turn.
Okay, looking around the room, is there a large enough piece of scrap that would dwarf the dimensions of the swarm?
At this point, the surviving swarm probably would be smaller than like the seat of one of the broken chairs or something.
Okay. Well, actually, if that's the case, I could probably just stomp on them to death.
Yeah. I'd say a lot of them are dead at this point.
Okay.
Oh wow. Oh well, yeah. I guess she did strike them for 11 lightning.
Yeah.
Stomp.
The first attack is enough to kill them.
Okay. Oh, and I would have gotten some points. Nice. Okay, that's how it's done. Are you okay there?
I assume I'm talking to the princess. I mean, I'm totally fine. I just don't have use of my legs to do stomping spiders like you.
You know, I felt like I would be offended by being called the princess, but oddly enough, not so much.
Oh, I think I should be worried there, Dalen.
No, don't worry. I can never be a princess. I'm too... What's that word? Unkempt. Wild and untamed, I think is what they call it.
That's... I'm sure that's what Thealia says.
Okay, are we out of initiative?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look inside the fireplace to see if this is just a regular nest or if maybe their webbing has contained something collected that could be a clue as to what's going on.
I handed you a box.
Oh, right, you did. Sorry, all this action, we forget about that.
We got the clue.
Okay, is the box locked?
No.
Okay.
this is behind this rock. Fargo's going to put the rock back into place. It's almost like someone was hiding in here.
Okay, I will open up the box then.
Don't know why it's sending it to that, but okay. Inside the box, it is 30 copper pieces and 2 small pouches which contain alchemical powders of some sort.
Well, there's some coin and some alchemical powders in here. Ash. Found some alchemical powders in a bottle. Fargo found some alchemical powders in a box here. Do you think any of these could be used to simulate poltergeists or anything like that?
Give me a minute.
Where's Gant?
End of the hall, making sure nothing stabbed us in the back.
Okay.
No, that would not make ghosts. They're worth about 5 gold a pop, though.
Okay. I wasn't sure if they would make like crackling sounds or small non-destructive explosions. You know, anything that could go into a production.
They're more like components for, they are part of a mixture, or,
Okay.
one ingredient. And they could be used in several things.
I did sense that undead earlier, so perhaps that leads credence to there really being a specter involved. If this is just a hidden box of parlor tricks.
Well, did somebody say something about this place belonging to an alchemist or something at one point?
True.
Yeah.
Well, if we're not still initiative, I'm going to leave the room.
Yeah. Dylan will, of course, hold her hand out for Baron to take, and then we'll exit.
Okay. I'll take it and we'll wander into the main room. Wander a little further into the main room.
I'm right behind you since you have my hand.
Don't worry, it's safe in here.
What rooms have you had a chance to check? Kyoki, was it?
Yes. That too.
I refuse to call him that.
It's okay, the name is just for show anyway.
Plus, Kiki suits you better. Kiki sounds like somebody who's fighting for truth and justice.
For as long as need be.
For as long as people need truth and justice.
For as long as I'm allowed to.
That's fair. I will take that.
So you can't fight for truth. That's all you...
Sure you can.
I'm pretty sure it gets kind of boring after a while.
It hasn't yet.
Well, you're still young.
Farron, as you leave the room, you hear a soft whisper in your ear. There's more here than meets the eye.
Oh, hell no.
He'll look around. Dalen, you say something?
No. Should I have said something?
You okay there?
Yes to you, no to her.
Is everything alright?
Just that I heard some.
Ooh, was it a spirit from beyond?
If it was, I need to be more vocal.
Kyoki's gonna look over his shoulder and is like, "Are you screwing with him?" He's like, "Are you screwing with him, beloved?" That's all what you wrote, David.
Okay, looks like you all are heading over there.
Let's see. I'm going to check this door right here.
Gantz will slowly, back up following the party.
I would say.
Keep an eye on our back.
Okay, that door leads into area what? Here, number 5. I will tell you in a minute. I had to figure out what door that was first.
Okay.
This door is not locked. Opening the door, you will note the only thing of note in the room is a clump of tiny red mushrooms growing around a fireplace in a semicircular formation. Otherwise, the room is empty.
Want to get
I
high?
don't trust it.
Is the fireplace lit?
No, none of the fireplaces seem to be lit from what you have seen. There was no smoke coming out of the chimneys when you approached.
Okay. Step into the room.
So just fireplace and mushrooms.
Fireplace and mushrooms. I'm certain they won't mind me doing a quick search. A really quick search.
Checking for secrets, so make me an investigation.
David was in front of me, right?
Yeah.
I don't see him anymore.
He's still in front of you on my map.
It's just me.
Yeah, it's probably because Margo is your light source and Margo moved around the corner.
Yeah, hang on.
Well, if that's the case,
You see him now?
I'll make... Yeah, I see him.
Okay, yeah, it was the light source then.
Oh, okay. But he was there.
Okay, Kyoki, your investigation reveals shitty wood flooring that look, seen better days. Mushrooms that probably are not edible. They're not poisonous, they're just, not one that people would normally like to eat. And feeling around inside the chimney, you find a small cavity with a leather pouch inside. Or at least you think it's a leather pouch from what it feels like.
I might have found something.
And I hope somebody is writing down this stuff in a loot crate, because I'm not tracking that for you.
I'm about to myself. I haven't found anything, so...
That was more reference to the previous room.
It's in Baron's inventory. Baron.
Cool. So...
Okay.
Tells me what this is.
You guys are going to have to figure out how you're going to divvy out loot. You find a small leather pouch containing 2 cut pieces of blue quartz, worth 10 gold each.
Two pieces of quartz?
Blue quartz. Worth 10 gold each.
Okay.
Oh, of course. Your fireplace haven't have spiders in it.
I'm just reading from the book, man.
Oh, I know.
I'll walk back out the room. It's like, gentlemen, I have found money.
Aha.
Gentlemen.
And ladies.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We all know she's got the biggest set of balls on any of us.
They're on my chest.
I know, and apparently holding bacon.
I guess I will check this one next.
All right. Before you do that, I will cut over to David and Sierra, since you just checked a room. What room would they like to check?
Okay. So, to confirm, Dalen can't see.
She doesn't have dark vision, but Ash has moved into a position where his light source is applying again.
Okay. Okay. I will make sure that, yeah, because I'm ahead, I should probably get a light source too, so...
Well, if you want a light source, I can make you one.
Do you want to be able to see Dalen? If so, you want to make something light up?
Yeah. She's gonna look you up and down. Can I make a person a light source?
I believe I'm technically an item that's within 10 feet.
Item and creature are not the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
Check if they get cancer from it.
Let's see. You touch one object that is no larger than 10 feet in any dimension until the spell ends. The object sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius. A person is not an object.
But a dead body is.
Their clothes are.
Yeah, his clothes are.
Can I make his hair glow?
I was wondering if you're going to do that.
Technically, no, but I'll let you do it for lulz.
Okay, yeah. She's gonna reach up and like rustle his hair and make it glow. And I'm gonna make it glow magenta.
Good, a manlier color than what people think my hair color is.
Well, I started to go pink, but I realized that would be too cruel so early in the morning.
You're thoughtful today.
Still early.
Okay, I will attempt to go into the northern room then.
Okay. That is area. Area 3. Let's make sure that's not locked before I. Yeah, okay. Area 3. Dynamic lighting there. Open Sesame. Okay, you should be able to enter Area 3 now. This room was once a writing room or study of some sort. Against the wall, under the windows, sits a large wooden writing desk, partially broken and riddled with damp rot. There are 3 drawers in each side of the desk and a large central drawer, the latter of which is closed, but all the others have been pulled open, 2 of them been broken open forcibly.
Somebody was probably looking for something before they left.
They probably really wanted to rescue their books. Since it looks to be a writing desk, I don't blame them.
I love books. Don't tell anybody that.
Oh, that's a window. Okay. I'm gonna investigate the area, try to find out if there's any clues that would indicate why someone would want to so aggressively get into these drawers.
Make me an investigation check.
Oh, that's intimidation. There we go. Investigation.
Your investigation check reveals that the one drawer that has not been torn out is locked.
Okay.
There does not appear anything else of note within the room aside from that.
I have a locked door here. Give me a second. I'll rifle some and pull out my lockpicking kit. I take it this would be a dexterity base?
Yes.
Dylan, in the meantime, will lean back against Ash and then be like, you know, guys, this would make an awesome safe house. You know, somebody was on the run from a certain somebody else, and they needed a place to lay low. Not that I'm on the run from somebody, but you know, maybe somebody else is, but I'm definitely not. And this would make an excellent safe house.
Well, while I'm working to try to get the door open, before you go and before you or whomever is in such a need tries to buy the deed for this place, I'd see if it has a cellar. Because if it has a cellar, then you can make a tunnel network as a getaway for secretly going to different places in town.
Yeah. Totally. I mean, yeah. Let's do that. Let's have a safe house here. You know, for that person who might be needing to run away. That's not me.
Popping the lock, you reveals that the drawer itself seems to contain nothing but old, valueless documents, all written in common. You know, receipts for purchases of various alchemical chemicals and laboratory equipment. However, you do catch something odd near the back corner of the drawer. Pressing upon it, it reveals a small secret compartment in which you find, wrapped in cloth, a glass vial which contains what you would guess would be about 2 doses worth of healing potion.
I'll pull out the vial and look at it. Usually someone doesn't hide their restoratives.
Maybe it's a special type of restorative?
Can I use, herbalism to try to identify it?
Yeah, herbalism could be used to identify. Intelligence-based herbalism check.
Y'all over here, yeah?
Yeah, they went left, Brian went right. Poor Gant is out of light source range.
Gant will use a lantern.
So, which is 30 by 30, as I recall. Yep, no stealth for this party. Everybody needs light. Can you see now?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it just
I'll go with Kyoke.
It just appears to be, a normal. What you can tell by swishing it around, sniffing it and stuff. It appears to be just a basic healing potion. It's just they put basically put 2 bottles worth in one bottle.
Huh.
No, doesn't seem to have any enhanced efficacy or anything. All right, I will swing back over to Kyoki, and I guess Gant now. You are over there wanting to open that door. That door leads to...
Mr. Gant, come join me over here. This one may prove to be enjoyable.
Okay, does not appear to be locked, so I can just open that. Dynamic lighting. Delete. Okay. Area 6. This appears to be the living area, if you had to hazard a guess. Aside from a large amount of plaster that has fallen from the ceiling, the room is bare. However... Kyoki, you will note, however, that, looking up, that the ceiling above this room is appears to be very weak.
If you come in here, be on the lookout. The ceiling may cave in.
Right. Interesting at this, huh? Triss, a question.
Your investigation does not reveal anything beyond what I told you. Yes, Greg?
While we were walking down this place, did any other areas look like they were going to be caving in soon? Like this room would be?
Not that of the rooms you have examined so far, no. you've seen a couple spots where it's already caved in, like spots in the entrance hall there where the balcony had collapsed. But you have not seen anything that looks like it's about to cave in yet, aside from this room.
So, I guess the question is more or less: would Gant find it weird that only this room, like that of the ones that we've found so far?
Given the state the house is in, it's a little unusual that it's only this room, so that you have not checked all the other rooms yet, or even been on the second floor yet, because it could be far worse on the second floor. So it's not implausible that this room is in worse condition than the others.
But it is still very much like, Gant won't say this out. Is it just me, or the fact, or is this the only room we've seen so far that looks like it's about to cave in?
That is a very perceptive eye you have there.
If you had to hazard a guess, it might be because, as what you did note when you were outside, because I remember mentioning this, parts of the roof had caved in. So this could be. So if the roof had caved in the room above this, the water damage could be affecting the floor, and therefore affecting the ceiling in here.
True.
Okay.
So either the roof was something else. Some to keep in mind, I suppose.
We don't have a layout of this place, correct?
Just the layout you guys have gotten via exploring, yeah.
Okay, cool. I am going to see if I would like to ask you, is it possible to try to use my cartography skills in order to try and make up some sort of layout of this place, so that when we go to the top floor, we can have an idea of which rooms were like when we go upstairs, which rooms we'd be standing over top of that looked like they had like the weaker floors. Make sure that we did.
Given your cartography skills and the shape of the house, it would not be that. It's not that hard to extrapolate what room would be above what room. Yeah.
Okay.
So you could pretty easily figure out, roughly where that spot on the floor, where that spot that you're seeing on the ceiling is probably on the floor in the room above.
Cool. That'll keep us from. I'll say then maybe that'll be something that can keep us from falling through floors when we go upstairs. If that happens to be some sort of not so much trap, but layer.
I mean, quite frankly, given the T shape of the house, when I move you guys up to the second floor, you probably would be able to figure it out even without the map skill.
I mean, fair enough. I just picked this out of time.
Yeah, and that's fine. I agree that it is an illegit question, and especially with that investigation roll and your cartography skills, it's like, yeah, extrapolating that, not that hard, at least in this shape of a house. Okay, bouncing back over to Team B. So, everybody that's not Gant and Kyoki, what would you like to do now?
This door in front of me is a door, yes?
That is a door. It has not been opened yet.
I would like to try to open it.
Okay, that door leads to Area 2. Area 2 is on that page. Guys came in the back door and aren't doing the rooms in order. Okay. Opening this door. Which requires me to go to the GM, to go to the lighting layer again. Delete! Haha! Look at all that light pouring in. This room was once a library with bookshelves around the walls. Most of the shelves have been broken, and in many places they've actually fallen away from the wall. The few shelves that are still intact are empty, but a pile of books rests in the southwest corner of the room. Best guess, via eyeballing it in your past investigation, you'd say little over a dozen books have been heaped untidily into the corner there and are now covered in cobwebs and vermin droppings and a little bit of harmless mold. They're partially ruined, but probably would be legible. Looking at their spines, it seems to be a pretty dull collection of histories, romantic poetry, and the like. But what does catch your eye, though, is 3 particular titles: The Magical Properties of Gemstones by Archmage Tensor, The Magical Properties of Herbs and Flowers by the Archmage Tensor, and The Metaphysics of Mathematics by the Mage Nystall.
Interesting. I will gather up those books that look interesting.
As you pick up the third one, a piece of parchment falls out of it. It seems to have been torn from a larger text. The lines are handwritten on it in the common tongue, but dampness has spoiled most of it so that only 2 words are legible. The phrase "beyond skeletons."
Beyond skeletons.
In your experience, each of these books would probably be worth somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 7 gold apiece in their current condition. But you are going to have to find a specialized buyer, as it were. Somebody who's actually interested in these sorts of things. It's not something you can just sell at the average bookstore.
Can I cast mending on the books?
You can cast mending on the books. It would fix the get rid of the cobwebs and the vermin droppings and fix the mold. But if any of the writing has been damaged, it will not fix the writing. It will just fix the paper.
Okay.
But you won't know that until you actually flip through the books to see if any of the writing has been damaged. At a glance, from how they were laying, the writing is probably fine. It's probably just the edge of the pages that are screwed up. So you're probably fine doing that.
Yeah. Okay. I will cast mending on each of the books. I guess that's going to keep you busy for the next 3 minutes.
Not even. I only think mending takes a minute, but yeah, they'll keep you. Between that and searching the room, it'll take you a few moments.
So,
anything the others would like to do?
Dalen, Ash, have you seen anything of note in here aside from the secret door with the healing potion?
Well,
calling out the from the other room. He's gonna go. Oh, Mr. Librarian, I found some books.
There's also a fireplace. You guys seem to have had great luck with fireplaces.
Dalen, you want to check the fireplace and I'll check the books?
Dylan's eyes will light up, and then she'll do like the puppy dog face as she looks over at Farron and be like, "We had a good deal."
You're right. I'll check the fireplace.
I was talking about the books.
Yes, he called for a librarian, so he probably found some books. Don't you want to go check those books out?
She's like gonna jump up and like run past Ash. Where's the door? Right here? Into the room. It's like he sent me.
Last I checked, you were the librarian.
I'm a librarian assistant.
That's a new one.
Not really. Been a librarian assistant off and on.
Is that when your dad's home in the summer, or?
She's gonna smirk. Nobody knows that she's specifically spends time at her dad's house during the summer. She's like, oh. And how would you know that little tidbit of information?
He's gonna look up and realize what he said. He's gonna be like, it's in all the gossip blogs.
Yeah.
What's a blog?
I'm sure.
The tabloids? Yeah. What'd you say?
She's like, yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, you yourself keep saying that you're not attached to him by more than blood. But you have to visit him at some point. I imagine that's when you visit your father, summertime.
Not lately.
Oh.
You have a life of my own. She's gonna hold her hand out for one of the books.
I'm fixing the three good ones, so I'll hand her the romantic poetry one.
Flip, 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 flip.
I guess I'm gonna do a perception check as well, just to make sure there's nothing else I'm missing.
Okay.
Oh, the perception investigations from the fireplace.
Nothing in the fireplace.
Okay.
That expression looks bored. Dylan loves her expression is not.
You do not find anything else of note in this room, and I'm going to bounce over to the other group.
Okay.
Gant and Kyoki, what are you doing?
I'll say, well, since this place has been thoroughly explored, make our way. Are we counting distance?
Did you explore that room before?
Yeah.
Nothing there?
We are not in combat, so you can catch up if you want to.
Anything interesting in there?
That's where I found these two. I found these two quartz pieces.
Nothing else? Fair enough.
So roll 20 is being delayed. There we go. And it keeps shuffling me over to. Okay. Here. Here.
Oh, shit. I forgot to turn off the combat music.
Oh no!
Supposed to be using this.
Have you luckily people found anything yet?
Nah, I have been mostly just keeping an eye on everything else. I don't know if the others have found anything.
I will walk up, trying to walk as loudly as possible. Walk loud enough to make sure that Ash can hear me.
Yep. You've caught up to the others, and he doesn't whack you with one of his swords.
Yes. I didn't want to be just stealthily walking behind him, tapping him on the shoulder. Like, hi.
God damn it, Geen! Stop doing that!
We found some. All we found over there were some red mushrooms, which surprisingly didn't explode when I stepped on them. And some blue quartz gems.
Oh, that and some more. The building getting ready to keel over on itself.
Not surprising, given the state of the place.
Also, I've been trying to take pretty decent inventory of each of these rooms, and just to make sure that when we go upstairs, that we don't accidentally end up stepping on any loose floorboards all the way through.
That's cool. So earlier I was talking with Farron and Ash, and I was thinking that maybe we should buy this place.
This seems like it costs a lot of money to fix up.
Extremely so. But that is your ambitions, you know.
I'm just saying. In case you know. She looks like she's about to say something, and then she stops herself and said, "Never mind."
Oh no, continue with that train of thought, my dear.
No, it's cool. She's gonna then open the book that Kiki gave her. Start flipping through the pages too.
When did Kiki hand her a book?
He walked in.
Oh.
She's like, and then she's gonna smell them. She's like, they may smell like mold and decay, but
Well, currently they don't smell like mold and decay because he fixed them.
Well, I have one of the books that Frodo had and the book that Kiki had.
Yeah. I'm not even wasting my time fixing the other books unless she was specifically going to ask me. I'm fixing the ones that are worth some stuff.
And it looks like Farron is wandering into the other room.
Yep.
That is area 4. There's area 4.
I'll follow Farron at that
Steer
point.
clear of area 51.
Have anyone walked into this room above where Ash is?
Yes.
Okay.
Walking into this appears to have been a living area at one point. A door in the northern wall appears to lead onto what had once been a small patio. The paving cracked and overrun with weeds. Other than a pile of refuse in the southeast corner, however, the room is bare.
Anything?
At least that's what you can see from here.
Not so far.
Oh shit! Hang on. Did I forget to mention something?
Oh, do I need to go back?
No, it's referencing something I don't remember reading. Oh shit!
By the way, there's a giant flaming spider.
No, this is something Brian would have noticed when he was doing his investigation while you guys were fighting. Kyoki, when you were investigating the entrance hall, you found two sets of recently made humanoid tracks.
that sounds useful.
One leading back one that was leading back towards the way you came in, and you lose it in all of y'all's footprints. And the second leading away from the foot of the stairs towards the hallway that you guys are now working through. Being aware of those tracks, as you guys approach into this room, you will see them heading towards the patio door.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
It's like nothing of major value, but still an important clue.
Mase, have you gentlemen checked the footprints? The footprints that have been going through here out the patio, out for that room.
Footprints?
Yeah, so there's footprints all over the floor. Do you not see them?
Do I see them?
You can make me an investigation or survival check.
Yeah, I would like to as well. I would like to do so.
By all means.
What footprint? Survival. Oh, those footprints.
Yeah.
Okay, you both notice the footprints, now that you point them out. They seem to be heading to a patch of floor just before the patio door.
Oh yeah, I see them. They're right there.
Yeah, they stop at the patch of floor.
They're not coming to take the books, are they? I mean, we just got them. I haven't even read them yet.
Going up to the floorboard, or wherever it is. Does it? Hello.
I heard you. I'm just checking out something real fast. You guys talking about the house got me wondering. Okay, I'll have to reference that other book for that. Alright. As you approach where the footprints stop, a loud, booming, and malevolent voice rumbles through the hall, shaking the windows. Welcome, fools. Welcome to your deaths. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit!
Sierra, yours is at advantage.
Is that wisdom?
Yep. Cool.
That'll also be fun.
I am at advantage, so let's...
Okay.
That's 12, so let's go with
I
that
face
one.
bigger things in a house.
12 plus 14.
Are there stunt points on a wisdom saving throw?
You might be able to put a roleplay stun on it, but that's about it.
Okay. I generated 6 of them, and
I'm fairly certain this is going to go sideways.
Everyone, let me double check that.
Figures I rolled doubles on that.
Okay. Kyoki is the only one who didn't make it. Kyoki, you have disadvantage on all ability checks for 1 hour unless you're immune to fear.
How many see as a duelist?
However, you can repeat that saving throw every 15 minutes.
Okay.
So, you had your Zoinks moment, everybody else is just looking around like, what the hell? You Scoobied.
Hey, get out here, ghost. I ain't afraid of you.
Oh, spirit, or whoever you are.
I don't care if you're incorporeal. No mercy.
I would like to use
Do I hold on to those stunt points, or do they go?
They only last for the roll.
Okay.
I would like to use Jest. I'm going to say, we're not afraid of you. We've seen creepier people than you. Like Kyoki. I'm not going to look at Kyoki and be like, oh, shit. Okay, Kyoki's afraid of you. The rest of us are fine. And that would make whatever this spirit or whatever it is, if they wish to avoid laughing, they need to make a DC 11 charisma check.
Yep.
It was like I will admit, I'm not a big fan of ghosts in the first place. But I've never run across something that I can't kill. Mm-hmm.
For the record, though, those who approached that area did find a trap door.
A secret basement. Okay, okay.
Well, maybe not necessarily a secret basement, but at least...
You said, am I okay?
Yeah.
I will be fine. Everything is always fine. Usually my fear goes away once I stab whatever it is that made me afraid.
That makes sense.
That's how fear works, isn't it?
That's one way fear can work.
Yes, you shouldn't run away from fear. But again, you're saying this isn't necessarily a secret basement?
Well, I mean, at least the innocence end. Not necessarily a secret basement, but because from what I remember, they did say it was a basement. But point is secret entrance or something like that.
I am wondering how much trouble that voice did give that member of the temple. What would I need to roll to get? Okay, it's a trap door, not a trapped door.
Well, nobody's checked it for traps. You just know it's a door that seems to be hidden in the floor, and you can pull it up. You do not appear to find any traps on it.
Okay. Is there anything I need to roll to use the trapdoor to open it?
It's not locked, so yeah, you can just open it.
I want to stand back in case I miss some. I'll grab the trapdoor, look around, slowly open the trapdoor, look around. I'm trying to see if the voice is going to come back and be like, "No, not behind the curtain."
No, you just open it and see a darkened set of stairs, leading down. Probably into the cellar, not necessarily, but...
It looks like it is a secret basement.
Or to the caves.
There's a secret basement in outer space.
You don't happen to have anything like some kind of hook, do you?
Well...
Yeah, basement. This sounds absolutely fantastic to go down into.
Actually, no, I do not have one.
Like be shifting from foot to foot, like, oh, great, basement. I mean, you guys are good, right? Like, I'll just, start the stairs and...
We're going great because we're in a group and they can't kill all of us before some of us run away.
I'm not afraid of ghosts.
People.
I'm not afraid of ghosts.
That's amazing. Neither am I.
Good. So I'll stay right here and guard the way. So somebody comes back up this way. I got you guys.
We can't pretend. We can't very well now protect our princess if she's up here. You need to come with us.
I'm not a princess.
Come with us.
No, I mean that's cool. You got this.
That sounds really compelling!
I will stay right here.
I'm going to animate like keep leaning in closer and closer as my head just keeps getting larger as I keep talking to her.
Oh, look, Kiki. Aunt Timmy fell down the well.
I suppose I can't see Timmy.
You go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Follow me into the basement.
I totally will.
It's perfectly safe.
Yes, totally.
Before we go down into the basement, Gant will take his scarf off and kind of loop it through the lantern hole and kind of shimmy it down to see what we're dealing with.
Oh, there's a stairwell though, right?
I'd say it's a stairwell down.
Oh, never mind.
So, funny enough, whoever did this map forgot to actually include where the stairs come out. But I mean, they tell me where it comes out, but they don't include it on the map. So I'm having to quickly add them to the map.
Oh, don't you love that? When the when either the map or the description doesn't match.
It's like, there's stairs here. That's nice. Where are the stairs?
I'll look over at Dylan. I'm like, Miss Dillon. I can give you a proposal.
Here. Oh.
I'll point behind her shoulder. It was like, do you see that?
He will look behind her.
She's right behind you, and she's going to protect you.
Oh, so she'll be up here with me then.
No, she's coming with us because she has to protect me too, and she wants you to come along. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
Fix that.
Wait a minute.
Right behind you. I told you I would. I was totally in no way lying.
You can be behind me in front.
No,
if possible.
Can
Can Gant hear some of this? Or not?
I mean, you can hear the two of them talking.
Yeah, that's fine.
And Kyoki can hear the sound of something crashing behind him. As in, Kyoki can hear something crashing behind him.
There are loud noises over there, and you probably shouldn't be up here when they happen.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to start telling stories of how the infamous Dragon Tamer didn't want to go down into a basement?
You can just leave that part out.
No. I have to tell truthful bits of the story. I have to leave everything in.
See, last thing you want is slander. Now get into the basement.
I'm not afraid of the basement. I was stay right here and guard the doorway for you guys. So
There are very loud noises here. Please go into the basement, miss. We need to get out of here because the basement's safer.
Madam. If it pleases the princess, she may ride on my lap.
I am not a princess.
The basement is much more chill. The basement is not accessible. Somebody needs to grab the leg to be able to take him downstairs.
Just as an aside, I would point out we still haven't finished securing the first floor, or the second floor for that matter.
See? It's better than this floor. Here we go.
You know what? You guys go ahead and tackle the basement. I will go tackle the second floor.
If you were an adventurer, not a princess, you'd be going with us down to the basement.
Didn't you just say you don't want to split the party anyway?
Yeah. In this instance, it's probably
You passed your wisdom, so I'm just throwing that out there.
I am.
It has a thing with closed, dark spaces.
You will see Kyoki like visibly holding the sword in his hand. He's gonna be like, I'm getting a little itchy now, and I'm going to start stabbing the darkness in a few moments.
I do have a thought. Considering what we have not encountered so far, other than a rather scary voice.
Yo, armored mask. I think he means you.
No, I mean the voice from earlier.
Oh, I know.
I didn't hear any voice.
Which one? The way earlier voice, or the one that we all kind of heard?
The one we all kind of heard. Aside from that, that's the most frightening thing that we have encountered here so far. So how?
Really, I'm not scared of ghosts or demons or ghouls or any of that.
I get that, Dalen, but
you're afraid of 6x6 room.
How about Ash, Kyoki, and Dalen finish securing the top side and Gant, Gant, Fargo, and myself go into the cellar or wherever this leads. I'm personally am used to going into small, dark places, usually made of stone. So it's 3-3 each. That sounds like plenty of protection to me. And
sounds like plenty. And it sounds exactly like that being the fuck right there. As a matter of I'll be the first to go. Excuse me. I'm going to shuffle past, and I'm going to start going upstairs.
Down the stairs.
Oh, these are down? Okay.
He was on the
Those go up. I thought you were going through the secret door. My bad. Yeah,
I thought he said that. I thought he said I was part of the crew going upstairs.
Yeah, that was my suggestion. Yeah.
I was fixing the map, so I was only half paying attention.
Okay. David, who do you say you wanted to go upstairs, and who do you want to go downstairs?
The thought was Ash, yourself, and Dalen, and then myself, Gant, and Fargo go down.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. In which case, Your Highness, do you want to head back and check out the kitchen and the stairs back there, or do you want to follow, what's-his-face upstairs?
Kiki, let's check down here right quick before we go up.
That sounds amazing. Okay, Princess, let's go.
Are you guys going to continue to call me Princess? Because if so, we're going to have some problems.
I didn't say princess.
What was that called?
My name.
Your name is
Okay, I'll say okay.
Dylan.
Okay, Dylan.
I
feel like someone once upon a time like called you princess.
No, it's Dylan.
Okay, Dylan, follow me. I need you to make sure that you stay behind me, because if you stay in front of me, you might get stabbed by accident.
Why would I get stabbed by accident?
Because I am nervous and my blade has a tendency to go thrusting forward into things that I don't like. I have this jittery habit of stabbing things up to the time until I feel better about myself. It's a nervous habit. I used to take medication for it, I'm sure.
Ready? Are the three of us going to? So that is a good question. Does my wheelchair have anything for stairs?
The wheelchair is enchanted in such a way that it has a very mild level of spider climb on it, meaning that the wheels will stick to the steps so you can roll down them at a normal person's pace.
I'm getting down.
That's it. You can go up and down stairs as if they were, normal terrain for you.
Okay.
Good.
So, as Team 1 heads down into the creepy basement and Team B heads into the back, we will fade to black for the evening as we are coming up on 11 o'clock, and I know people have places to be in the morning. As you continue to explore the creepy Scooby-Doo mansion that is this dungeon.
We're in the dungeon, guys!
I mean, the whole house is the dungeon, but yeah.
Well, I mean, after last session.
Yeah, it's like you finally made it out of the bar! Though you did blow the first hour in the bar, so you were being Yeah. We have split the party. We will see how that goes.
This was fun. Thank you very much, Chris.
I'm glad people enjoyed it. I do have.
Yeah, 6 was too soon though after Dylan's whole encounter.
Well, I mean, it's bigger than your cell, if that's what you're thinking. It's a normal staircase.
Well, no, we're talking about once we get down there, if there's like room in the basement, they're only going to be but so big.
You would be surprised, actually.
Yeah, catch y'all later.
Good night.
Good night, Greg.
Ja.
Yeah, pardon me as I roll conflict for those of you who generated it.
Please tell me Matt goes down the stairs like that.
No! His wheelchair is specially enchanted to not do that.
Really? Because I want him to go down the stairs like that, because that'd be too funny.
The moment you mentioned stairs and a wheelchair, the first thing that came to my mind was Naked Gun.
Here we go. Conflict away.
Yeah, get any conflict.
And oddly enough, Kyoki went more towards the good side. Not the way I expected that to go with how you've been behaving.
What did Kyoki generate conflict for?
His recap post.
Oh.
Something about man's got legs being at 8 and 4 to prove a point. Generally falls under the definition of arguably torture, but I count it as coercion with violence.
It's not like I broke his legs. It's just set him that way. I was like, beat him up, and his legs happened to wind up like that.
Well, right. That's why I count it as coercion with violence. You slapped him around a lot, which is generally not considered a good thing. So you had to at least make a roll.
Zachary coins had come.
And mine just came from the tricks I was playing.
Yeah.
See? Come up, they see kids, all you gotta do is rough people up a little bit, and you'll do better. Technically, just roughing him up is a better step in the direction that I came from.
Oh, I'm not disputing it's an improvement over where you started. Just with the system I am using, it is something that it is something that could possibly net you dark side points. So I had to roll. But apparently the dice decided that they agreed with you, and it's actually a good act to break a man's legs. So.
Technically, everyone rolled.
No, you all. This is something we have been misinterpreting about the system. You only roll if the character did something in that session to potentially have generated conflict. If you did if you do not generate conflict, you do not get a roll, which prevents you from doing that thing that we had when David was running, where everybody had alignment of like 100.
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't do anything that risks generating conflict, then you do not get a roll that session. The game assumed that people would be doing stuff to generate conflict, because they assumed you were going to be role-playing, and we were very bad at that.
We'll see.
The rate we're going, Margo is going to be generating conflict every time.
Yeah, but I don't expect him to generate more than like 1, maybe 2 a session.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because most of your pranks are not a thing. I very loosely counted the number based on the number of times you did it as kind of trying to inflict minor emotional abuse by trying to spook people.
Yeah, David. I was the first voice you heard.
So it's like I wasn't expecting you to slip because, like I said, it was like 2 points. I think over multiple uses of that trick. So it's like, okay, 2 points on a D10. He probably won't slide.
Okay, nice. Because with that, he was really thinking. It's like, oh crap! There's actually something going on here of the supernatural kind.
I was like, I'm not going to give you huge penalties, if any penalties, for pranking. It's just unless the situation goes, okay, this is a tense situation, and you're doing this.
Given the situation, it's like all of the charlatan stuff. All of Margo's spells are like really good for just pranking the shit out of people in a situation.
Yeah, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that in concept.
Yeah. I can throw my voice. I can make my voice boom 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. I can create the sound of a raven or ominous whispers. I can cause an unlocked door to slam shut.
I say, yeah, you can. You have enough spells to just become the haunted house.
I can make a chest appear that's not actually there.
And if you guys really are interested in buying this place after the fact, I do have a book that would cover the tell me how much the repair costs would be.
Okay, awesome.
What did you say? Like $50 billion double dollars?
No, that was the bounty for the house. No, you have to find out someplace that actually uses double dollars.
Buy the house.
Given the fact that the house has been haunted for so long, they might just give us the house as payment.
As I figure the house itself would not be that bad. It's how much does it cost to fix it up is what I need to look up.
Yeah.
Though, as I said, it is an hour away from town, so that is a consideration. If an hour walk doesn't bother you, then no big deal. If it does bother you, then...
An hour walk wouldn't bother Dylan at all.
I would say, given the era we live in, an hour's walk probably isn't that bad.
Yeah. Now, depending on how this adventure goes, you can possibly cut that down a little bit due to plot circumstance, but that'll depend on how this adventure goes by the time you get to the end of it. Because the house is part 1, and then part 2 will determine whether you have another means.
The haunted car.
Sweet. We need a car.
Gotta build a car first. Those don't exist.
Needs to be. I need a wheelchair ramp on it.
We need a horse and carriage.
Greg's guy does have a horse and wagon. But with how the system works, it's still an hour by horse. Because over long distance travel, it uses the same metric for on foot or by horse.
We just don't get as tired doing it.
You don't get as tired as doing it. You could potentially take a short rest while doing it, and over short distances, horses can be made to do a I forget what they call it, but it's the equivalent of like a hard gallop, which shaves time off.
Oh.
It's like you can basically ride the horse, drive the horse to full speed for an hour, and risk killing the horse at the end of the thing, but you'll get like twice the distance. So if you're doing the Paul Revere thing, for example, you would you cover the ground in half the time, but if you don't want to risk killing the horse, you'd have to change horses every hour. But currently, only 2 of you own a horse, so.
I don't count myself as owning a horse.
I wasn't counting you. I was counting Ash and Greg. You own an ass.
Yes. I have a fine ass.
He owns a horse, and he owns a horse, and
My people own horses. We breed them. Breed the horses.
That probably depends on the tribe, because I've read several pieces of fiction where centaurs make amazing equestrian husbandry types. Like breeding horses and using them.
I'm sure they breed horses.
And use them in the fields and stuff, because no centaur wants to pull a plow.
Yeah, that's fair. Again, Fargo didn't spend much time with his tribe, per se.
And your tribes are more nomadic, so they probably don't do much in the way of farming to have to worry about plows.
Yeah.
But I kind of envision them as like the Western version of Native Americans, so very much into the breeding. Like centaur-bred horses are probably one of the things you trade.
Probably.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and get going. Talk to you guys now.
Good night, everybody.
Night.